Anissa Coy here with Firehouse Education and this week's Ask Anissa video column. And this week, our question came in via email from Chawn. And Chawn asks, I came across your YouTube video and was wondering if I need a certification to do content restoration. Do you have to have previous experience or be in or around the industry? Thank you, Chawn. Well, that is a super good question, Chawn. And there's a short answer and a long answer. So the short answer, which is very scary, by the way, is no. You can go out and start doing content restoration right now and not have any certifications. Now, that being said, I'm talking about certifications in the industry. Depending on what state you're in, you may have to have certain qualifications and certifications and training to do content restoration in your state. For instance, if you're dealing with mold, if you're dealing with lead paint, if you're dealing with forensic cleaning, which is usually like an unattended death or possibly a trauma scene type situation where you're dealing with bloodborne pathogens, depending on your state, you may need certifications and or licensing to be able to do that in content restoration or any restoration, honestly. So you need to check that out with your local state. Now, the scary part is, as a general rule, to go out and do content restoration, you do not have to have any certifications. You can just put on your website, your Facebook page, your Instagram that you do content restoration, cleaning, and remediation, and you can go out and start doing it. Now, you asked me, do you need certifications and or be in the industry to currently and around it to be able to start doing that? You absolutely do not need to be in this industry or around it to start doing that. You can come into restoration, contents or otherwise, from any industry really, as long as you do the proper education and training and know what you're doing. So to answer the question, do you need to have certain trainings or certification to do content restoration? My long answer is yes, if you want to do it successfully. The thing about content restoration, Chawn, that I really want you to think about is it is unique in the industry. It is unique and different than, say, doing structure remediation. Most of content cleaning and remediation you're going to deal with is when you're dealing with a fire that has happened and you're dealing with soot and char and that sort of thing. And if you want to be successful at it, you really, really need to do training and you need to understand so many things. One, you need to understand the technical side of actually not just removing the soot from these items, but the odor. And you have to understand what types of odor that there are, because there are several different types. The other thing is you need to understand what equipment do you need to use to remove that odor and then how to properly use that equipment. The other thing that oftentimes gets missed when people are getting into content restoration is thinking about the training and certifications that you need to have to be successful when it comes to client onboarding, adjuster onboarding, and your marketing procedures and your procedures that you do within your company to create a consistent, positive, good result that is going to not only do the job correctly, but make your client happy. So that being said, there are classes that you can take and certifications that you can get. I obviously offer an online contents restoration training course that is really digs into like the basics of not only how to do the job, the technical side, but into the nuances of dealing with the adjuster, the insurance company, writing the bill so you're sure that you get paid for what you have actually done and that your invoice gets put through and paid in full without an issue. Another big thing about content restoration that people don't think about is the importance of systems. In order to do content successfully and correctly, it's very important that you have the right systems in place so that you get a consistent result and that you know that your quality is there and that your job is getting done correctly, whether you're on the job as an owner or a manager or whether your employees are handling a certain aspect or phase of the job. In our online course, we actually cover all of those things. So if you'd like to check it out, hop on over to firehouseeducation.com. You can click on training available and you can see the online course that we have. We also have a hands-on course, which I'm hoping to do a class in September of this year. We have not done a class since January due to the circumstance that we've been dealing with in our country with COVID-19 and a lot of states being shut down. Which, by the way, that's another reason with our current situation that we have in our country and in the industry that you really should have training. Another aspect of training that I would highly recommend is to be trained in proper containment and to know that you can handle and understand how to properly mediate infectious disease and know that you can help your client not only with optics, but having the job done correctly. So, short answer, no, you don't have to have certifications to hang a shingle and say that you are a content restoration professional. Long answer and important answer, in my opinion, is yes, you should. You should have training and understand this process. When we deal with contents, we are not only remediating a situation that our clients are facing, but we are also remediating what I like to call the human condition. Okay, so I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel, and there's a lot of videos if you're watching this here on R&R in prior Ask Anissa video columns where I go over details of things like how to handle, grandfather clocks and specialty items and artwork and odor removal and the types of equipment that I prefer to use and that I have found best in my 20 plus years experience to be able to handle the jobs not only efficiently, but correctly and get them done right. Okay. All right, Chawn. Well, thank you so much for your question. Be sure that you are a cool kid and you are subscribed to rnrmegonline.com's e-newsletter so that you get this video and lots of other goodies in your email inbox every Friday. And if you would do me a big favor, I would love it so much if you would head on over to my YouTube channel, Firehouse Education. Be sure that you are subscribed and smash that like button and click that notification bell so that you know when I put new videos up. And on that note, send me your questions, Anissa@firehouseeducation.com, and I just might feature you on next week's Ask Anissa video.